right now working overtime to bring you the most accurate and up-to-date information as what was once Hurricane Harvey is now moving into our coverage area. Lindsay Monroe literally just stepped up from the desk. Lindsay?
That's right. We just got some new information from the National Weather Service. A new severe thunderstorm warning was just issued down in northern Mississippi. Here's what you need to know. Lafayette and Marshall counties are under this severe thunderstorm warning. It's in effect until noon. So the time now 11:15. Over the next 45 minutes, this storm is going to stay active. The reason they are issuing these warnings is because there are some very strong wind gusts embedded within all of that rain that is falling. And the potential is there that we could see some spin-ups within these very strong wind gusts. What does that mean? Well, we could start to see some very short-lived, very quick tracking tornado spin-ups within these severe thunderstorm warnings. So they want you to be prepared. When a warning comes down, it could be upgraded to a tornado warning. So right now, Lafayette and Marshall counties under that newest severe thunderstorm warning. It is lifting off to the north and to the northwest around 35 miles per hour, tracking toward Marietta by 11:18. That's about 2 minutes from now, moving toward Ingram's Mill by 11:35, and eventually on into the Byhalia area by 11:39. A warning that's been ongoing is down in Panola County. That does include the city of Batesville, although the strongest of the winds have moved north of Batesville. The track on that leading edge moving toward Como by 11:23, Senatobia on into 11:36. Again, keep in mind there were some very strong wind gusts in this, and we get these brief little spin-ups that could develop. So if you are under these severe thunderstorm warnings, if your hometown is in that yellow polygon, be prepared for potentially seeing that getting upgraded to a tornado warning. We have had a ton of rainfall so far today, mainly over in Arkansas, and because of that, we have several flash flood warnings in effect over in Arkansas. Harrisburg has picked up nearly 5 inches of rainfall in just the past 12 hours. Inside of this box, Crittenden, Cross, and Poinsett counties under that flash flood warning until 1:45, and then just south, Cross County until noon. But look at some of these numbers. They are just substantial. 8 inches of rain has fallen across portions of Poinsett into Cross counties so far today. This extends north and on into Tennessee as well. Another flash flood warning in effect for Dyer, Lauderdale, and Mississippi counties until 11:30. So for the next 15 minutes, and some of these numbers very impressive. 3.5 inches over near the Blytheville area, up to 4 to 5 inches of rain has already fallen, and these heavy pockets of rain continue. In fact, this is what we are tracking. All of this heavy rain has led to that flash flood watch that will be ongoing. We also have a wind advisory in effect, and all of this red right here. Patrick, he's standing by. Can you check? Is that a tornado watch? That this has just come down since we hit the air just a few minutes ago when I first started talking to you. So if you are in this red area, if your county is under the red box here, that is a new tornado watch that just came down. Do you have specifics on that off the top of your head?
Yeah, I think it's till 8 o'clock tonight.
Okay, so issued until 8 o'clock tonight. Again, brand new information, tornado watch coming down for portions of western Tennessee and then on into northern Mississippi. In addition, we have this wind advisory ongoing through the course of this afternoon and this evening, expiring at 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday. So, folks, we have a lot going on, and it is all because of this. Harvey, a tropical depression now. You can see its center rotating counterclockwise. You can see these outer rain bands where those spin-ups are starting to develop. It's going to be the trend until we can get the system out of here, as it eventually will track north. So here's what you need to know. This is kind of what I was just talking about with those severe thunderstorm warnings. They are going to be fast-moving and short track if the tornadoes do develop. If those brief little spin-ups within those thunderstorm clouds start to move, because we just have a lot of energy, instability, and a little bit of wind shear, which is essentially the change of wind direction with height. And that's what gives us that spin that produces those short-lived tornadoes. It's going to be possible. They want you to act quickly if your area is under a severe thunderstorm warning. In addition to that, areas that are water prone to hold that water when we get a heavy rainfall, low-lying areas, ditches that tend to flood, just know this is going to be one of those days where they could potentially exceed their banks. And of course, with those strong wind gusts, wind damage is going to be something we keep an eye on. So here's the timing. Most of the rain continues, and the highest risk that we see those severe thunderstorm warnings, potentially tornado warnings, is going to be through the afternoon hours today. Heavy rain, wind, and again, those those rotating storms are possible, so that could lead to, of course, flooding. But also, keep in mind this could lead to some power outages through the Mid-South as we head through the rest of the day today. There's the breakdown for your threat track. The highest risk, and this is associated with those outer rain bands. That's how the Storm Prediction Center kind of came up with these zones. But really, anyone in the Mid-South is under the gun today to see very active weather. So let's walk you through this hour by hour, what we're expecting for the rest of the day today. Pockets of heavy rain still continue. They're going to push into northern Mississippi, pretty widespread. 3 o'clock today when many of the kids are getting out of school, so please prepare for that. Through the evening drive. Here, 6 o'clock, still looking at that very heavy rain. Eventually, the system is going to lift off to the north. Eventually, off to the northeast as well. The rain will start to calm down a little bit by about 10 o'clock tonight, so a pretty consistent rainfall over the next several hours. By the time we wake up on Friday, a lot of the rain's going to be out of here, and then some dry time for Friday and as we head into the weekend, so that's good news. Want to talk totals before I let you go here. A lot of rainfall expected right there along that I-40 corridor, potentially up to 8 inches of rain in Memphis. Covington potentially up to 10 inches and nearly 8 inches over in Brownsville. So we are talking a significant amount of rainfall over about the next 12 hours. Once we get through today, that rain pushes out on Friday, and we have some fantastic weather setting up for the weekend and on Labor Day. But of course, a couple of active warnings. We're going to keep you updated here at Fox 13.
All right, Lindsay, quickly, let's remind folks, flash flood warning, tornado watch, wind advisory, all with us right now. Remind people how quickly this information and data that comes in that you're studying can change, because people want to know, is it going to hit my area? But it's not that easy. It's
an evolving situation, especially with these outer rain bands. It's impossible to predict which little section of that band is going to start to see a little bit of rotation. Good news is we have constant flow of communication. We have team weather coverage here today, constant communication with the Weather Service. As soon as they see something spinning up, we see it too. They're going to let us know instantly if they're going to put a warning on it. And at that point, that's when we communicate the message to you.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. So, folks, it's important to remember that this information and data that they relay to you is constantly changing. So please stay with us on air and online throughout the day. Thanks, Lindsay. Still ahead, Governor Bill